How do you become a best-in-class operator? What would that look like? Excellent systems, the right key performance indicators, tools, resources at your fingertips. Do you think a best-in-class operator can produce an extra $1 million in value to a property? How does this number correlate to the number on the last slide, which was $1 million? I'll give you a minute to figure it out. And if you have the answer, put it in the chat box. Let's see if anyone gets this. All right, let's break this down. $5,000 extra in NOI a month on a 6 cap is $1 million. That's powerful, right? Who wants to add $1 million of value to their apartment buildings? I know I do. Depending upon the economic cycle, size of the property, and submarket, you may be able to 10x that.
Let me take a moment to tell you a little bit about us. Gary and I have 50 years of combined business, management, and operational experience. We've led organizations successfully, not only through upswings, but downturns as well. We each led over 700 employees and managed tens of millions of dollars in annual revenue. We own properties in Phoenix and Tucson, Arizona, and have invested in multiple deals in the DFW and LA markets as well. We host a weekly podcast called Passive Income Through Multifamily Real Estate, solely focused on asset management. I also co-host a weekly podcast with my wife, Lolita, focused on multifamily real estate investing. We've interviewed over 150 experts and have been on countless other podcasts as guests. I've also been a speaker at MFIN, Dealmaker Live, and Multifamily Masters conferences, as well as many real estate meetups. We also host popular meetups in the LA and Phoenix markets.
Our values consist of alignment, prosperity, and transparency, which we included in our name in our real estate investing company, APT Capital Group. These same values are part of everything we do. We created this mastery because we felt there was a huge gap in education from how to get your first deal to I have a deal, now what? Our decades of experience in operations and management is the passion and influence behind the mastery, and our goal is to help educate apartment owners and asset managers to become best-in-class operators. The previous owner of this property was not best in class. This was an owner that didn't have the right team in place or didn't know what to do. This operator lost over $1 million in potential value. Imagine that. How do you think his or her investors would feel if they knew their operator cost them an opportunity to make a ton of money? This operator is not going to have a long life in this business. $1 million opportunity lost. That's not how you operate. Kyle and I saw the potential in this property about 18 months ago and were able to buy it at a below market price. The property didn't have any advertising and they weren't at 100% occupancy. They were using a single family home property management company. They had no rent increases in 16 years for some units. And surrounding properties were starting to add value, so that would improve the neighborhood and increase the value of this property.
The business plan is all about efficient execution and implementing the systems to create that efficiency. For this property, much of the work that needed to be done was from a curb appeal standpoint so that new and current residents would have a place they could be proud of and really call their home, instead of a mismanaged building with things falling apart left and right. So we first focus on things like deferred maintenance, paint, changing out the sliding glass doors, upgrading the landscaping, and rebranding the property. From there, our residents saw that we really cared about the property and we were making these changes for the better. At that point, we then focused on interior upgrades, advertising, and increasing the rents to market, along with RUBS and other income lines. All the exterior renovations were complete within 90 days. Only spent $170,000 of the planned $300,000 for the renovations. And a lot of the reason for this was the residents were so happy with the renovations we made to the exteriors and the focus on deferred maintenance that 90% of them stayed at the property even with the new rent increases. So this allowed us to get the rents without renovating the interiors. And then rents on upgraded units are achieving above year 4 projected rents, and on premium units above year 6. And we've only owned the property for a year and a half.
Yeah, our upgraded units, we got a 10% increase on projected year one rents and a 42% increase on in-place rents. 42%. And premium units, we're getting a 22% increase on projected year one rents and 55% on in-place rents. Talk about a true value add. Before pictures are on the top, we painted the cabinets white, we added new fixtures, we added new appliances, and added a backsplash to the premium units, and you'll see that in the lower left picture. We also took out the carpet and added vinyl flooring and an accent wall. You know, we didn't have to spend a lot to get a huge return on our investment. We also built systems to hold staff accountable and clearly laid out our expectations so that we got the results we desired. Let's be honest though, not everything goes smoothly, even on a property that is performing well. Kyle's going to spend a few moments talking about some of the challenges we had to deal with.
Yeah, so as Gary mentioned, not everything goes smoothly and you can plan on constant challenges throughout the life of a deal. The difference is how you're set up to handle those challenges. So here are just a few challenges that we've faced so far. Pre-close, Fannie Mae rates skyrocketed 100 basis points and we almost did not get this deal done and would have lost a six-figure non-refundable deposit. The city cited us for multiple issues prior to close, and the lender would not let us close until these items were fixed. And the problem was that we didn't own the property yet, so we couldn't get these things fixed. We waited almost 5 months for washer dryer permits, which slowed down interior renovations. We had overlooked and unforeseen expenses like tax returns, additional lender fees, property management charges that were not disclosed that have affected the bottom line. We learned very quickly that we had to implement our own SOPs, systems, and tools to get the best results, not just rely on our property management company, who, by the way, has been fantastic. But if you want to drive the best results, you'll need to have your own systems and standards as well. We've dealt with leasing issues. We audit our leasing agents on a monthly basis, and the results when we started were not good at all. Also, our online platforms were not up to date and not professionally managed. And then, of course, COVID-19 hit, which resulted in increased crime and expenses, all while dealing with higher delinquency and the eviction moratorium. Figuring this out on our own took time, energy, and cost of property money. Being an asset manager is a huge responsibility and a lot of work.
Do we have your permission to share an incredible opportunity with you? Raise your hand or type yes in the chat. Great. I see a lot of hands up, some yeses in the chat. What if you could be one call away from solving your next biggest challenge? Imagine what's possible if you got a deal and knew that you had a group of like-minded individuals that were as driven as you, that you could share your struggles with, to problem solve, and know that everything you said in that inner circle was sacred and would not be repeated outside of that circle. People that had your back and you had theirs. Imagine being in a room where other operators shared their struggles openly and you were able to share how you overcame that problem. That the longer you spent with that group, that your ability to asset manage kept growing over time. Your ability to generate wealth kept improving for not only your investors, but for you as well. You felt more confident in the deals you could take down and manage. Remember the example earlier about creating 5,000 extra a month in NOI? That's $1 million in wealth generated. Imagine doing that over several properties. This is how elite operators become elite. What's possible for you if you could rely on a team of like-minded individuals who could problem solve with you? You could become a best-in-class operator. You'd build excellent systems, stress less, and perhaps have more time to spend with your family.
So would you want to be a part of a small, trusted group of like-minded individuals that have each other's best interests at heart that can help you grow through all those challenges we previously mentioned? A mastermind, if you will? Raise your hand on the control panel now. For those of you who have been a part of something like this, didn't it give you the confidence you needed to get the results you desired? Didn't it give you a network and the resources to add rocket fuel to your business?
I'd like to introduce you to Asset Management Mastery. This is for anyone that wants to learn how to gain a competitive advantage. You'll discover the winning strategies we use so that you can get the results faster than you ever could on your own. This is for those that may feel overwhelmed but afraid to admit it to others. For those that don't know who to turn to for help. And for those that lack experience in asset management. The Asset Management Mastery is for those that want to be best-in-class operators. Do you want to be a best-in-class operator?
Imagine having a mastery group to hold you accountable, to bring out your best, to get advice from so that you can become a best-in-class operator. You'll be able to problem solve, dive deeper in your analysis, and push your NOI better than you could ever before. You'll have access to Gary and myself, as well as other members of the mastery group when you need it the most. You'll get privacy on everything discussed so each member feels comfortable working through their most difficult challenges. Our asset management mastery system includes how to use KPIs to identify the bottlenecks in your business and which KPIs to track, what tools to use to create the most efficiency within your business, accountability to produce results, a network for reliable resources and to challenge you, a laboratory to try things out and get feedback from others on what worked and what didn't, and a trusted circle to discuss challenges and problems. You can finally stop dealing with issues and start focusing on powerful results.
All right, here's a testimonial from Luke, who's someone that's learned a lot from our different channels.
Luke DeBro here. Just wanted to take this opportunity to let you know about Gary and Kyle's content. It's been awesome getting to know them over the past few months and reaching out to them and seeing all the awesome content and information that they offer on their different platforms, whether it's Instagram, whether it's their LinkedIn, whether it's their website, whether it's their podcast, even the multifamily masters meetups that they host. It's been great being able to end up learning so much from them, being able to network with them. They really end up exemplifying the idea that real estate and real estate syndication is very much a team sport, and they definitely end up making sure that their members and whoever they have that are listening to them are able to take advantage of all the information that they end up offering. So it's been great. Looking forward to seeing more and more content from them, and also looking forward to being able to connect with other people within their network. So awesome job. Keep it up, guys. Looking forward to more of it to come.
All right, so the Asset Management Mastery includes 3 in-person weekend retreats. And the retreats are going to be incredibly valuable for the one-on-one and group FaceTime to build meaningful relationships, deep dive on issues, special speakers, and of course, have a good time as well. We'll also include one unique experience at each retreat. Additionally, we'll have 9 Zoom calls over the course of a year to keep your business plans on track. You'll have 24/7 Facebook group access to get questions answered fast and to share resources. We're going to have property tours, which will give you an opportunity to see behind the curtain of what's working and what's not. And you'll also receive VIP tickets to any summit that year, which will give you access to the best speakers and latest strategies.
Throughout the year, you'll see your NOI at your properties increase as you work through your individualized plan. Who does not want to see their NOI increase? If this sounds good to you, then go to www.assetmanagementmastery.com to apply right now. Avoid costly mistakes. Don't struggle building systems. Don't asset manage in a silo, and avoid sleepless nights worrying. Do not be the operator that loses a potential $1 million in equity by not knowing what to do. This mastery program will pay for itself 100-fold if you're in this business long enough.
Why now? This only opens up 2 times a year, so if you're interested, apply now. If you want to grow your wealth faster than ever, if you want to protect your investors' capital, if you want to build your business to scale, and if you want to learn from and share best practices, apply right now at assetmanagementmastery.com. We believe that this is going to be such a game changer for you. We'll give you a triple-backed, 100% money-back guarantee. That's right, triple-backed, 100% money-back guarantee.
That means if your significant other tells you it's too much money and you change your mind, we will refund your money.
If you're not completely satisfied after the first month, we will refund your money.
And if you come to the first live event and leave thinking this is not for you, we will refund your money. How does that sound? Does that sound like we're being serious about delivering results? We do have limited spots available as this is not for everyone, and we're looking for those striving for excellence. So are you one of those people? Unfortunately, our low price will not last.
Take the leap and be a part of something special. Apply right now. Do you want to become a best-in-class operator? Do you want to have accountability and be able to hold your team to that same high standard? Do you want deep analysis into your business? And do you want to work with experienced operators focused on achieving massive results?
Remember, you get 3 in-person weekend events, 9 Zoom calls, 24/7 private Facebook group access, property tours, and VIP tickets to any summit in that year. Plus, you get 3 different bonuses. Bonus number 1 is an individualized NOI booster plan. Bonus 2 is one-on-one coaching with Gary and myself. And bonus 3, a resource library. So in total, you'll get 3 in-person weekend events, 9 Zoom calls, 24/7 private Facebook group access, property tours, VIP tickets to any summit in that year, plus an individualized NOI booster plan, one-on-one coaching with Gary and I, and a resource library. And the total value of this package is over $44,000.
All right, let's answer some questions you may have. First one here, when does the asset management mastery start? We're looking early November, possibly, maybe beginning of the year, depending upon enrollment.
Okay, I'll take the next one. When is the first in-person event? That's going to be in the first quarter sometime, depending on when we start and then everything that's happening with COVID. But I would say probably March or April. I'll take the next one too, Gary. What if I have no experience? Can I join? So we'll evaluate all applicants, but we need to make sure you can contribute at a high level. So I would tell you that if you're interested, definitely apply now.
All right, I'll take this one. What value is this? We feel this could be worth over $100,000 based on the NOI you'll increase over time. Do we offer any discounts if you want to add a significant other or business partner? Yes, we do. We'll give 35% off for your significant other or business partner.
Okay. What if I have more questions that want to speak with you prior to applying? So applying doesn't cost anything. It's just an application process. So if you're interested, apply now. And at the end of the application, actually, you'll be able to schedule a call to talk with Gary or I, and then we can decide if it's the right fit for you.
All right, I think that's it. We hope that answers many of the questions you have. If you have any other questions, again, apply. And at the end of the application, you'll be asked to schedule a 15-minute call with either Kyle or myself, and we can answer any further questions you may have.
Perfect. We appreciate everyone's time, and we really hope to see you as part of the Asset Management Mastery Group so you can become a best-in-class operator. Thanks, everyone.